Welcome to the zoo! Welcome to a very special edition of Skyline Columbus. I'm your host, Patty Donahey. We're broadcasting today from the Columbus Zoo, and our guest is Columbus's very own Jungle Jack Hanna. Hi, Jack.
Good to be here.
Well, it's actually good for me to be here.
That's right.
Yes.
You're my domain.
That's the first time I've ever gotten to say that, because everybody usually comes to see me.
Right. It's just hard to get, leave all the animals here and go anywhere anymore.
Yes, I guess. Well, I have enough trouble with my dog just trying to get away for a day, so I can imagine.
You do? I've got just the answer to that right here in this book. Isn't that amazing?
You weren't
Everything you want to know about her dog.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Gosh, now you've just messed up everything.
Your script? I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, that's okay. I never follow the script anyway.
Okay.
Now, what I want to know is, how did you ever get so involved with animals? You had to have a crazy childhood or something, maybe, where you had all kinds of critters everywhere.
Yeah. I was raised on a farm in Tennessee, and when I was a little boy, I always loved animals, like a lot of kids do. And I knew this girl named Susie Rapp. It's just a joke. It's an inside joke.
You've known her a long time, huh?
Yeah, a long time. Yeah, I sure have.
She was on the next farm? Or?
Yeah, on the next farm over.
Next farm.
Oh, that's another story. But anyway, there was a barn involved, the whole thing.
Okay.
No. But I was raised on this farm in Tennessee, and my dad was in the real estate business, but I always loved animals, like a lot of kids do. And then I would, go and collect them in the creek and the fish. And back when you could find frogs, and back when you just, were able to explore everything. But today, obviously, we don't have those animals around anymore. When I say that, amphibians now, we have lost almost 60% of all amphibians on the earth, and people don't realize that in the last 30 years.
That's horrifying.
Yeah, it's horrifying. So a lot of the young people today don't have what I had the luxury of having back then, as far as a lot of, squirrels even look at. Squirrels were by the hundreds, fox, beaver, muskrat, all kinds of animals were there for me to observe.
Yeah.
And so I just always was fascinated by them. And I went to work for a veterinarian when I was 10 until I was 15 years old. And then I worked for the veterinarian for that many years. And he was also the zoo veterinarian. And so I always told myself when I was 12 that I'd be a zoo director someday. And so I went through school and went to college, even though I studied business in college, took a few science courses. Back then, nobody wanted to work in zoos. Zoos were a smelly place to most people. People didn't really like going to zoos. And of course, now today, it's just the direct opposite. It's the largest recreation we have in this country, the zoo business.
Yes, it's changed
Over 120 million people go to zoos now. So back then, I just loved it and graduated from Muskingum College down in New Concord.
Yes.
And just went right to work as a keeper in the Knoxville Zoo in Tennessee, and then went to Orlando, Florida, the Central Florida Zoo in 73 to 75, Knoxville from 69 to 72, and then to Columbus, Ohio in 1978. And then today, I'm Director Emeritus of the zoo, and Jerry Bourne and his staff do a great job here, and now I'm just kind of a fixture on the wall.
Just a fixture on the wall. You look like a pretty busy fixture to me.
No, but I do stay busier now than ever, and our promotions department here, myself, do all the promotions for the zoo, and we continue to do our animal series and represent the city of Columbus and the zoo the best we can throughout the country.
Well, I see you on television all the time, and you have many books and all kinds of things, so I know you're still involved in many, many ways.
Yeah, Columbus is our home, and people ask me all the time if I've left. I haven't left Columbus by any means. I raised my family here. I love it here.
Yeah.
The people of Columbus and this whole area of Central Ohio, Franklin County, have been very good to myself and my family.
And you've been good to us.
Well, I don't know. It's a two-way street, but I've loved what I do here. So hopefully I can continue to stay here for a few more years.
Well, we sure hope so.
Can't see anymore, And then they put me in a nursing home.
I think you'd have a lot of people picketing out in front of the zoo if you were to disappear, because your name has become sort of synonymous, I think, with the Columbus Zoo, and even more than that, with Columbus. Well, you've put us on the map in a lot of ways.
Well, you're always proud when you hear the city of Columbus mentioned, and I'm always proud when people ask me on planes and stuff, well, you're at the Columbus Zoo, and hopefully, if anything, people now know about the Columbus Zoo, and that a lot of people will come here from out of state, and it benefits everybody in Franklin County.
Oh, absolutely. Well, I was fortunate enough to grow up right in this area. So I came to the zoo as a little kid when it was the old style zoo, and I got to see this whole transformation that you were a part of.
Right.
And I think it's extremely exciting, and
it's been amazing is what it's been. You know, back to Mel Dodge, who was with the city of Columbus,
Right.
and Mayor Moody, and Mayor Sensenbrenner, and Greg Lashudka, and Buck Reinhardt. I mean, Buck helped get the pandas here. I mean, you know, really put the zoo on the map. Now we're working on a lot of other stuff with the present administration, with Greg Lashudka and all those fine people. But Franklin County really stepped in when we had the millage, the first tax millage in '85. And that's really what turned the zoo around. Mel Dodge is what I call the savior of the zoo. He and Dr. Joe Cross and the Wolf family, obviously, the Wolves that founded the zoo. These were all people that really put their heart and soul into this. And I could sit here and I shouldn't start naming names. Carl Bloom used to be the editor of Dispatch. Don Neiman, it goes on and on and on. All the great people that have helped this zoo get to where it is today. All the past presidents. It's just been a lot of fun, I think, for all of us and all the boards to have built what we've built here today. And this zoo in the next 5 years is going to be one of the tops in the world, not just in the country, the tops in the world because of its location. It's in a very fine part of town. A lot of zoos are in inner cities where they can't expand, where it's a lot of crime, dangerous.
Yeah, you've got this beautiful
But
setting
what a beautiful
here.
area up here to have along the river. It's right off the interstate. It's easy to get to. And we have the land now to expand. And
It's utopia.
Yep, it is.
It
really
just
is.
about.
For the
It really
animals,
is.
it really is. So it's something that you look back on my 19 years here, and it's a dream, you know, to see what's happening here.
Well, when you first came here, did you have a dream when you arrived, a vision that everything that's come out of that, and what we're seeing the fruition of, was that part of your vision when you came, and this group of people that were already at the heart of things moving forward?
The vision I had was just letting people know they had a zoo here. You had to go day to day then. I mean, we couldn't even meet payroll back then, so it was very difficult to do anything with the zoo back then without any money. So my vision never anticipated what it'd be today.
Right.
I mean, you know, the going from 340,000 people in '78 to 1.4 million people today, the number of employees we have, the number of educational programs we have here in the zoo, the number of full-time teachers, the number of the great animals we have here at the zoo, our staff, the educational training our staff has. No one can believe what has taken place here. But the people of Franklin County have spoken in the city of Columbus. They've spoken and said they want a good zoo, and now they have a great zoo.
Yes.
And as long as we can keep that promise to the citizens who pay the tax dollars, then we can do a good job.
Well, I get the feeling you have a really strong commitment to the community, and I was fortunate enough to hear you speak at the Capital Area Humane Society kickoff at the Ray Halls.
Right.
And I just think it's wonderful that you're, in addition to all these other things you're involved with, that you're still keeping your hands on the community at every level, especially when animals are involved.
I do Special Wish. I'm involved with that. I'm involved with Children's Hospital.
That's such a great program.
Yep. Involved with, I was involved with the Leukemia Society, so I try and keep as much involved. The Humane Society obviously is a big one. And of course the zoo, and then of course everything else I do takes a lot of work.
Well, I know when you were speaking of the Special Wish and visiting Children's Hospital, that reminded me of one of the stories in your new book, the girl that said that your visit, really, she had encephalitis and was near death.
Oh, I would have thought she was going to die 2 days after I left. And here she's a grown girl now, has a family.
And she's a veterinarian, right?
Yep, makes it all worthwhile.
Just think of the inspiration. You saved her life and
that's
created
the kind of thing
money
can't pay for, fame can't pay for, nothing can pay for.
No, that's right. I thought that was beautiful. It's very nice. But
great.
The whole book is great.
That book?
Yes.
Yeah.
In fact, I'm getting ready to add another pet to my household, so I've been studying this.
What kind?
It's a great big major edition, a kitten.
Oh my gosh.
You think I can handle that?
Yeah, very independent,
Very independent, right?
Well,
we have a dog.
Are you independent?
Am I independent? Fairly, yes.
You live by yourself?
No. My son lives with me.
That's none of my business, I was just wondering.
No, he's actually the kitten lover.
Oh, okay, I got to figure out
I
who
have a
likes
yellow lab,
so. Oh, speaking of animal, you want to see an animal?
Do I want to see an animal? I would, since I'm at the zoo, I think that sounds like a great idea.
We have an animal here, come here, let me show you this.
All right.
Susie, my wife, will bring this on here and show you.
And now
There's, hey,
Susie, she lived at the next farm, right?
exactly.
Yes. Okay. Oh, look.
Yes, farm girl Susie. Actually,
Oh,
isn't that nice? It's one of
Yeah.
Susie's favorites.
darling. Oh,
This is before I
love
get calls.
the
Before I
eyes.
get calls for everybody, this is Susie Rapp. My wife's name is Susie. My wife has blonde hair. That's Susie. Susie has blonde hair, but we won't go into it. Susie's the one that stars on the. I'm serious. She has an animal show in Mansfield, Ohio, that Mike Green has up there in Mansfield,
okay.
Ohio. And that station is what is that, Susie? WMFD TV in Mansfield, Ohio. All you,
look at that.
are you paying attention to me?
Yes,
Okay.
I am. She has
Anyway,
a program
I have to
in
plug this.
Mansfield.
Yes, I have to plug this.
And I was listening to all that
knew
while
you
I
were.
was
I knew
feeding
you
this
were. I know.
darling
I
little
know.
creature.
But
Now,
make
what am
sure
I-
that people help, because Mansfield's helped us like your station's helped us. Oh, yeah. Now,
I'm all for it, and
Right.
I support her work. I really do, because those are,
good stations.
they are.
Yep.
They really, oh, look, ooh, grabbing the bowl here.
Yeah, this animal's name is Mike.
Hi, sweetie.
We named
Hi,
this animal
Mike.
after Mike Green, who lives up in Mansfield. And he loves fruit.
Oh, I guess.
He was kind of fruity when I knew him.
Is
but he
it,
loves
oh,
fruit.
look, he's just grabbing the
Yeah.
whole bowl.
This is a kinkajou.
Oh,
Kinkajou or honey bear.
He's strong.
Yeah, he is.
Oh, he says the heck with his hand business.
He's got an 8-inch tongue. Yep. He's got a prehensile tail. And look at this. You see this thing here he's in? You won't believe this. This is what's a killer. You won't believe
What?
this. You see this right here?
Yes, I see it.
You know what that is?
Well, it looks like his
It's a
little cage.
It is, yeah. Well, that thing is made by Louis Vuitton Paris. Vuitton?
Louis Vuitton?
That's it, yeah. I'm
Yes.
serious. They donated this for him to go around in.
How wonderful.
$1,000.
Oh, I believe that. That
Sounds like
I
QVC.
believe.
Everybody wants one of these for your kinkajou. Call up right now. 1-800-KINKAJOU.
How about one for me? I could
No, we didn't buy. That's right. Thank you. The zoo did not buy this, folks. It was donated to the zoo.
donation.
Yeah, donation. This was donated to the zoo. This thing here.
Gobble,
Can you believe
gobble.
this? This is unbelievable. This thing travels
Now
in
this
style.
is Mike.
This is Mike. Yep, Mike the kinkajou.
Mike.
Mike the kinkajou. But the kinkajou, by the way, is from South America, and they're an animal that come here. Has a prehensile tail,
Mike.
and they're called a honey bear too. They like fruit and honey. They have big eyes. They're nocturnal, and they have a prehensile tail, which means they hang by their tail usually. And they're a neat animal in South America. They're an animal that really is there are a lot fewer of them now because the rainforest is being cut down.
Yes.
But it's cute. Did you get a close up of that?
How much of a role do zoos play today in animal conservation, saving some of these vanishing
obviously
species?
the zoo is what we call the Noah's
you.
Ark. The zoo is the Noah's Ark.
That's great.
We,
yes.
we play a critical role. As a matter of fact, many animals aren't going to survive the next 50 years unless it's for zoos, especially the Columbus Zoo with our gorilla collection here, our bald eagle collection, not going on endangered species, lesser panda, a lot of the fish here, a lot of the reptiles here, birds here. You know, we play a very major part in preserving the species for future generations.
Now, in addition to that, the zoos had a lot of firsts.
Yep.
Can we talk about a few of those?
The first gorilla born in the world in captivity was here at the Columbus Zoo,
Yes,
Polo in
I
1956.
remember that.
The first twin gorillas in the world were born here in 1983. We had the first zoo to have 4 generations of gorillas in the world.
Yes.
One of the few zoos in the world, first zoos to have 3 baby eagles hatch and released back in the wild. Our cichlid collection, our fish collections, was the largest in the world. A lot of first births there, a lot of first births in the reptile business, in the reptile department. Mammals, I'm trying to think of the mammals. I think that's about it. But still a lot. I'm sure I've left out a lot.
I think that's a lot right there, and you've probably even forgotten a few.
Oh, I know I've forgotten them. Here's one here.
Oh, look. Oh, a kitty cat, just like what I'm thinking about getting. Can I
Right.
just take this one?
Yeah, I don't know. This is Joe Christopher, and this is a beautiful.
Hi, Joe Christopher.
This is the Amur.
Yes.
This is the Amur leopard. Come here, come here.
Amour, as in love?
Yeah, let me get my lap. That's
Okay,
it, that's
all
it.
right. Hi, sweetie.
Yeah, oh,
yes.
Just like this.
Grab the notes.
Yeah,
That's
the nose,
okay.
who cares?
Oh, you're going to go up there? Huh?
Isn't it beautiful? Though? You talk about zoos. This Amur leopard. Oh, look at that. Now, there it shows you a cat. Look at that. This
All
cat's
right,
got 90% of
look
its
at
time in trees.
that.
Boy, what
Oh, that's beautiful.
Oh, that is beautiful for your show. You know, I've never done this before like this. But this cat lives about 90% of its time in trees, and this is only found, it might even be extinct in the wild now, we don't even know. It's a gorgeous animal. It's hunted to extinction for its coat, isn't it gorgeous?
Oh, yes.
Come here, turn around now. Whoopsie daisy, come here. Come on, look over here.
Oh, come on, Jack. I can have that one from my house, huh?
Come on. Yeah.
Or is this one
No,
of
you
the
wouldn't-
exotic pets you talk about that I'm not allowed to have?
not allowed to have one of these. No, it's not just the permit. It's the animal would take your place apart in a matter of seconds.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I guess I'll just come and visit him more at the zoo.
Yeah, I like that. Come and visit him more at the zoo. Visit them more and more.
More.
There,
Oh, look!
There you go. Isn't that something?
You're so
Isn't that
cute.
incredible balance?
Oh, the tail.
Oh, boy. That's just so funny, isn't it? Ground people love that. Let's take him over there. Yes. Ground people won't like that.
Nope. You're in trouble now.
No. It's okay.
Oh, just a few leaves here and
Just
there.
a few leaves here.
Tell them it's seasonal.
Yep.
It's just a seasonal thing here. Is it fall? No, it's spring. We
No.
shouldn't be losing
No,
leaves.
No, these were all put in here by Wilma Graham, and she's going to be upset that I messed them up.
It's all your fault.
Yep.
Coming back to the book again, we just saw a very exotic animal, and
Right.
you mentioned in here exotic pets are no-no for
Right.
everybody other than professionals.
Right. There are some private individual breeders in this country who help us a great deal. They have all the proper permits and they have the money to take care of animals. It's not a matter of getting an animal. A lion, for example, you can buy a lion for $500 to $1,000 depending on where you live. But to get the proper permits and the proper house for the lion could take $500,000, $2 million. So it's not the animal that costs, it's the housing of the animal. It's just like in my book I talk about pets. And I talk about, it's not the pet that costs the most money. It's that lifetime of that pet, how you take care of that pet, how you feed that pet.
Quality of life.
Exactly. And so that's what I mean when we talk about exotics. Most exotics are very dangerous animals.
Yes.
And you got to be very careful when you work with them. And I just don't advise it because 99% of the time it ends up in tragedy.
But Jack, you have tarantulas in here as pets.
Yep,
Now, see, I think of them as very exotic.
Right. Well, they are. Some tarantulas are. Very good point. Some tarantulas have been taken by a lot of pet shops. Not every pet shop. There are a lot of good. I used to own a pet shop, so I love pet shops. But some of the tarantulas, some species of tarantula, the Mexican red-legged, and some of them have been just literally too many have been taken out of the wild. But there are certain people that breed spiders now. There are certain spiders that some people like as pets. Again, it takes a lot of work to have a spider as a pet. It takes fresh crickets. You got to find fresh crickets in the wintertime. So it takes a lot of work to find fresh crickets.
You have to be a dedicated tarantula person.
Exactly. We talk about reptiles in the book where there are a lot of herpetologists, a lot of people that raise reptiles that love it, that are really good. They have some of the world's first breedings. But a lot of people get reptiles, they put them in an aquarium, put a hot light on them, and next thing you know, the animal's dead. I don't care if it's a reptile or a fish. Yeah. Every animal is a creature, and you have to take care of it.
I agree. And it's very sad to see them mistreated out of ignorance like that.
Exactly.
Really, well, everybody's got to get this book, and then they'll know what they can.
Oh, it's a fun book.
And can't do. It's great fun.
It's a pet guide. I learned a lot about it myself. I should have read my book. I should have read my own book before I got my last dog, which was an English Mastiff that weighs now about 200 pounds.
Oh, they're big, huh?
Yeah, real big.
Yeah.
Shall
I quote you out of that section?
Oh, don't do it. Don't do it. Because it tells you that I shouldn't have done it. I did.
Well, my favorite part in here, I have to admit, though, is all the great animal facts you've got.
Oh, yeah, right.
Let's see, you call them myth takes.
Right.
And
I didn't realize that the gerbil just came to this country in 1940s. And there was a gerbil in this country.
That's
about
recent.
the horse,
I mean,
the cat, It's some interesting facts in the book.
Oh, there's tons of them. I haven't even gotten through all of them yet, but with the superstitions and everything, that alone is just great fun to sit down and read through, along with all the practical and really informative things that are in here. So
here's an animal, by the way. Let me show you this animal.
Oh, okay. Well, let me put the book down here so it doesn't go flying again.
We haven't had these animals on TV here yet.
Oh,
I'll let you hold him because I can't hold him. I've held another animal.
All right.
I'm not allowed to hold him.
Come here.
Now, this is a Commando Sloth.
I think I better put this down.
He has gas, too, by the way. That's what you smell.
Yes, I was noticing that. I was wondering who that was.
Oh, boy, he smells. Wow.
Yes, he really does.
Susie. Whew. This is a sloth.
Oh!
Easy. Tamanduan, anteater.
Okay.
So he's got a long tongue.
I think he's looking for
we'll let
ants.
Susie hold it. Susie, why don't you kneel here and hold him? He's got real big claws.
Just let him go.
Yeah,
I know he has big claws. He really does.
Yeah, here he goes. See, look how he works. Oh, isn't that neat? Look at this.
Oh, yes.
See the tail? Again, a prehensile tail from South America. Long tongue, no teeth. He's looking for ants right now. Looking for ants.
Are you finding any?
No, not finding
no
ants yet.
ants.
Isn't that something? It's a neat
He
animal.
tried
though.
to find some behind my ear, but
They're a neat creature, though.
There were none there.
And they got real powerful claws for digging. And
Yes,
Susie has this
can really-
in our promotions department. Now, this animal here goes on a lot of the shows with us. Good Morning America, Maury Povich, where we teach people about animals from the rainforest. This animal also never goes on ground. It always lives in trees. I think we better get him because he's tearing apart the tree.
oh, the people are just going to love us
Oh, you can go ahead
here.
and get him. You don't need to cut. Yeah. Okay, fire.
Hey.
Easy, easy. Boy, do you see those? Look what he did. Look at those claws in just
Oh
that
my
short period of time.
gosh.
Yeah, Brian? Brian? Oh, you need some help here. Here, I'll help. Wait a minute. I'll help. Come here.
It takes two.
Yeah, it takes two. Come here.
Release it.
Yep. Okay.
Now, in case-
Now she's stuck behind the tree. Wait a minute. Here we go. There we go. Oopsie daisy. Here, Susie. Get him out this way. No. Shoot. I'm sorry. Where's Brian?
Brian!
Wait a minute. Gosh darn, he's strong, isn't he? He's gonna get in the dirt now. Look for ants in the dirt. Oh, shoot.
I got two
Should I help?
No, yeah.
Okay. Grab those.
Okay, we got him now. You see how these animals are? It's just very difficult to handle them. Okay.
Well, that was an
listen,
adventure.
That was an animal adventure.
Yes, bring back a Moor, I think.
Whew,
You know,
boy.
it was, wow.
That was a real animal
Well,
adventure.
speaking of animal adventures, that brings us to another subject, and that's your program that
Yep.
you have on every Saturday
Right,
morning,
right.
at 9.
On Channel 10 here in
Channel
Columbus.
10.
It's Jackhammers Animal Adventures, and this is our fourth season.
Great.
It's our fourth season, and it's one of the number one rated. It's one of the,
A little more chaos over there.
Oh, we're just trying to look at another animal here. It's a family show. It's difficult to do a family show that everybody enjoys. You know, from a young child that's 2 years old to an adult that's 80 or 90 years old.
That's a big range.
Right. So we try to keep it very fun and educational, and we travel all over the world. We've been to every continent right now. We go to Botswana on Saturday, where we do 6 shows for both Channel 10 as well as the Family Channel. For our series, it's in about 95% of the country now.
Yeah.
And it's our 5th year, so it's a number. I think it's the number 1 family educational show on television right now,
Right.
syndicated.
What a wonderful alternative to cartoons.
Yeah, we
That's-
hope so.
Yeah,
Yep.
I would think. And if you've got the longevity going for you, there must be a lot of other people that think so too.
Well, it's taken a lot of work. You know, it's taken 5 years to get the audience we have now, and so it's hard to come up with different ideas. We just got back from the Baja Peninsula, the Sea of Cortez in Mexico, where we did a show on whales and sea lions. So it's been a difficult time keeping up with new ideas all the time.
Well, but you're doing it.
We're trying. Yep.
You are doing it, and you're getting ready to leave for Africa.
Right.
And we have another animal. Well, this is a reptile
You can hold
animal.
that.
I can hold that. Sure, I can hold
You're very
that.
good with animals.
Sure.
I like your safari outfit, by the way.
Oh, well, thank you. I got
Very
this
nice.
especially for you.
I knew you did.
It's an out-of-Africa jacket.
Yep, I do it. But this
Oh,
is not
hi
a snake.
there.
See, you thought that was a snake.
I
didn't you?
did.
It's a legless lizard.
Okay.
It has eyelids and it has ear openings. If you can
Oh,
hold
I
that very
see that.
still, the camera there, you can see
Okay.
you can see, I don't know which camera you want that on,
Is-
but you'll see behind its eyes here an ear
Over
opening.
this way. Okay.
An
Yes,
ear
I
opening.
do.
It has eyelids. And snakes don't have ear opening eyelids. Plus, if you feel it, it's not scaly. It's,
No, it's very smooth.
yeah, it's lizard. It's a lizard, so it doesn't have scales.
Oh, those are kind of cute little eyes.
Yep, it's called a legless lizard.
Well, you're just a cute fella.
A European
Or is it? I don't know if it's a
legless lizard.
fella, but
Well, snakes have cloacas like a chicken,
uh-huh.
which means it's an opening, see?
Oh, okay.
You have to kind of know what you're doing to figure it out.
All right.
And obviously, I
I'll
don't
just
know
take-
what
I'll
I'm doing
just
because
take
I'm not
your-
a snake doctor, right?
I'll take your word for that.
Yeah, yeah. But this is
Now, is this something that someone can have for a pet?
no, I wouldn't recommend
this
it. They're
is-
hard.
this
It's
is
hard to
exotic.
feed them. And this is an animal here that, if you put down here on the, I don't know if you can see it on the floor. You can see it on the floor? I'll put him down. If you put him down there, you'll see that if that was a snake would slither away.
Yes.
A snake would just slither away.
Be gone.
Right, but this animal here, he can't do that because he doesn't have scales. That means he can't.
Oh,
He has to get in the
he's
sand.
kind
It
of
takes-
trapped, isn't
Yeah,
he?
he just see here, you'll see. Just really can't hardly move at all. He moves with his mouth,
Oh.
his chin. So that's why these are real neat animals.
Yeah. Well,
But it's a legless lizard, see, not a snake. There you
Legless
go, Joe.
lizard. All right. Thank you. Well, I'm glad that you're out there working for all of us.
Well,
Oh.
I am, but it's still, it's a lot of people here at the zoo that makes this whole thing happen.
You have a great team. I mean, there's no,
Yep.
I can see that already
Yep.
with just
Got
the
good
people that I've met this afternoon and
Yep.
the handlers and
Oh, they're all great.
all the helpers. They're
All I gotta
great.
do is
Everybody's smiling.
I know I got to replace Susie Rapp though, because she continuously, these animals continuously get loose and wreck the place.
Oh, it's terrible.
I don't know.
She probably wants to get back to the farm anyway, I imagine.
Right. Exactly.
Don't
She
you
wants to
think?
get back to the farm. It's
Yes,
exactly what she wants to do. Yep.
I could tell that. She's tired of these big city ways.
Yeah, right.
She
That's
wants
her.
to.
Yep. She lives on a farm up in Delaware, but I guess she's tired of it.
Started that one too. Well, do we have any more animals?
No, I think
Or
that's
we
it for
have
today.
gone- we
Yeah,
have
I think
gone
we've done
through
game. Yeah, we got a bird back here you can look at later. You can get a close-up later of our toucan.
Oh, they're
Which is a fruit
gorgeous.
bird, yeah.
I was sitting here watching them while I was
Yeah,
waiting
South
for
American
you.
bird.
They're just lovely.
But
Really,
no,
really
but,
great.
But I just appreciate all the, when I first came to Columbus, I did a lot of cable shows. I still do, and it just, with everybody's help, makes no difference if you're, one of the networks or a cable show. The
Right.
whole point is that we try and still get across the same message
Yes.
about the animals.
Get that word out.
Right.
Yes. And the more you do it, the more people that are going to be aware and are going
Right,
to stand
exactly.
behind your cause.
And good luck with your pet.
Well, thank you. I'm sure with your book on my side, I will be in great shape.
Yep. If you don't know the answer, just call me up and I'll get it for you.
All right, Jack. I appreciate that
All right.
very much.
You look
Thanks
so pretty.
much.
Nice to see
Well,
you.
thank you. And I've just loved being here.
Come back. We'll do it again.
All right. That's a deal.
When I write another book.
You got to shake on
When
that.
I write another book.
Oh, okay. Well, when you write the next book, then we're on.
I will do it.
Okay.
All right.